My name is DeLuca. I'm a C12 member in Providence, Rhode Island, and this is my God story. A year ago, November, I found myself in a C12 meeting. I felt right at home as soon as I got there. And in the afternoon of that meeting, they had a roundtable where you could present an issue that you were working on. And I had an issue that had been keeping me awake for 6 months. I had a salesperson during COVID, had trouble making sales calls, as we all did. To add to that, the product line that he was in charge of was sinking. And to add to that, he was a good friend of my former pastor. We were both very anxious about the situation. I presented this to the group, and they almost unanimously said, "You need to love him out of the company." And I accepted their counsel, told my wife, and then I decided we'd pray and strategize for the next 2 weeks because he was on vacation. Well, halfway through, he called me Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and he said, "I have to tell you something. I've decided to leave the company and go back to work for my dad." I remember pausing, and then I don't remember what I said, but he tells me now that that was a tremendous blessing to him, my response. There were 3 huge God things for me in this story. First of all, the speed at which I ended up in C12. God, he was preparing me for this moment so that this moment would be a blessing, not a confrontation. The second thing is God made a way for Brian. I had been praying for 6 months for Brian. I said, "God, you love Brian. Please take care of Brian no matter what happens." And God answered that prayer. And lastly, it can be lonely being a business owner in a small company. I joke with Brian to this day that it took God 11 people to replace you, Brian. That's God's math. What an awesome God we serve.